Is it okay, Shubho Shokal now?
Shubho
No,
Bikal.
no, Shubho Bikal, yes, because you are 4 hours ahead. Sure. Shubho Bikal.
Yes,
Shubho
ma'am.
Bikal, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Shubho
Shubho
Bikal.
Bikal, ma'am.
For me is Shubho Shokal. For you is Shubho Bikal.
Yes. Shubho.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
ma'am.
nice
Okay.
to talk. How nice to talk to you. I would like to see you before we start, because I want to show you also a program, the program of our meetings. Shall I? Hello, pronto? Hello?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. I think we can make.
I want to see the students. Buongiorno. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, gentlemen. What your name is Saifullah
Yes,
Khalid.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
Saifullah
yours?
Khalid.
Saifullah Khalid. And yours? Sharer Mustafa Romeo.
Yeah,
Is
this
it?
is me.
Maybe
Yeah.
the pronunciation is not very good, but I do
Ma'am,
my
it's
best.
completely okay, ma'am.
How
good.
you are
It's fine.
15? Are you 15 people? Yes. Oh, look.
That's okay.
There are ladies as well. Now I cannot see the student. Ah, here. Hafsa Ahmad Bush. Difficult. How do you say? Hafsa. I cannot. Wait a minute.
Hafsa Ahmad Bush.
Hafsa Ahmed Bushra.
Oh, thank you. It's not easy for me. Asifur Rahman up there. Kazi Mizu, I heard about him.
Yes, I'm here.
I remember he's one of the most gentle person I met in Bangladesh. He's fantastic. Wow. May I say that? Look, do you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Yes,
when
ma'am.
I came another time to give another lecture, but I came personally. And he was so nice that he gave me this memory, this souvenir. Very good. And so now, and you are Kazi Rahman, yes, here. Kazi, we are joking, and because he's calling me the Queen Mother, because I look English, and I call him the Prince. My son Prince. Okay, so apart from jokes, I don't see the whole class. How can I see? Can I see the whole class? Can I see the whole group?
Yes.
Each of you, listen, each of you are in your home?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, now I can see. But
Yes,
I would like to see whole together if possible. I don't know. Anyhow. Okay. So, I am Luisa Brunori. My name is Professor Luisa Brunori. And I am a professor of Bologna University. Bologna University is supposed to be the eldest in the Western world. Means that it was founded in 1088. 1088. And I must say that this presence in the town of Bologna has been very, very important. And next time we have agreed with Kazi Mizu, with the telephone, we make a telephone communication that will show you some of the tiles of Bologna, because from here I can show you the observatory of the university, several things that I will show you next time. I say next time in this sense, we are going to meet now, and I will talk to you about I have a paper prepared for you, but not translated, and I will do this in the next days, and I will send it to you. From crisis towards opportunity. From the individual to polis in the sense of the community, and vice versa. So because this coronavirus has been a big issue for the individuals and for the communities that have been touched by this story. And so different communities have acted in different ways, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But my idea is to ask young people, students, as you are of the university, to imagine something different. Which are, in your opinion, the more critical points that should be taken into consideration and changed for the future? Because I think that what happened now, showed that we cannot go on this way anymore. This is the point. This is my belief. I am convinced about that. So we have to change, and it is very important to take the mistakes or the crisis, to transform the crisis into an opportunity to have better lives, better solution to the life problems, and so and so and so. So I think that this is the spirit with which I am approaching you. So now I will tell you some of my thinking. Then I will ask you, I spoke to Professor, I spoke to Professor Kazimizu, and we said that the program will be like that. Today I will talk to you, then I will send you the paper translated into English, then next week you will come. You are 15 people, if I'm not wrong, 15 people, so 3 groups of 5, and each group should develop an idea of what could be necessary to change, having in mind something that is that cannot go on in this way anymore, and should create a better living for everybody. This is the approach of our meetings. And so next time, each group will present its own idea as a business plan, more or less. Okay, so your course is about how is the name of your course? Hello, pronto? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. We're listening.
The name of your course.
Ma'am,
you are students?
Different type of course, ma'am.
Okay.
I am from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering.
Okay. So you feel at home in this way. Have you left the meeting? And others are from business? Any of you is based on business?
Yes, ma'am. I am from business administration.
Okay, so if it could be possible to have 5 groups, and in each group some similar competencies. Imagine one from the business administration, one from the computer sciences, another one, having the group, the 3 groups made in a way that all competencies are present. All competencies.
I'm from mass communication and journalism.
Fantastic.
Ma'am,
very good.
Ma'am, I'm from pharmaceutical. Ma'am, I'm from Department of Pharmacy. Department of Pharmacy
is equally important. Sure.
Ma'am, we will
I'm from Department of Textile Engineering.
Sorry?
Ma'am, I'm from Department of Textile Engineering.
Textile Engineering, okay.
Ma'am, we will try our best to merge all kind of department students in groups.
Okay, you will manage in a way that different competencies are put together to imagine a future, to imagine the future I would like to have, the world I would like to live in. I would like to have enough creativity to solve problems in a way that has never been used until now. And I think, and without creating any problem to the world, to the human community, let us say. Anyhow, so this is your duty for next time. Now I will tell you my thinking in with this translation I'm doing on the spot. And so I think, is it clear how is the organization, more or less?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic. So I can go on. I would like to see, I see a girl, a lady over here, lying down on the meadow.
Grass, ma'am, grass. Green grass.
Hafsa Ahmad Bushra. Is it
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
Hafsa?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Hi, Hafsa.
Hi, ma'am.
Very nice. It's pleasant to stay there on the grass. Huh? It's very nice.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
so you're welcome, my dear. So I also want to tell you that I have had in these years Shamimur Rahman, a student that came for a doctorate, that was here for 5 years doctorate, and I think I learned how sweet and gentle a Bangladeshi person can be. Not the same in other cultures. In your culture, this is something very special. So I want to congratulate. Now we go on. Now we can go on with the paper. May I have access to the paper, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And so
Sure.
we come. If you want to take notes of what I'm saying, but I will send you the document.
Okay, ma'am.
I don't see the doc. Ugh. I have got also some. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we go. Who is going to move this one? Who is going to move this one?
Ma'am, I am here. I am here.
You move it, or I move
Yes,
it?
I will. I will.
Okay. So give me the paper. Okay, from crisis towards opportunity, to opportunity, from the individual to police and vice versa, and back. We are living where is it? We are living an event really special, tremendous from one side, but also an opportunity to rethink to our living together. The disaster that has appeared, can you go on, please? On. I would like, no, less. Dai, come on. Okay, the disaster that has, that happened at different levels of the living together, and it is on this scheme, conceptual scheme, that I think it is necessary to develop a reflection and projects able to learn from experience, from an experience that has brought till here. Till this point, you can go on, but I don't know. I would like to be able to move.
I could do that because I can understand both English and Italian, so I could move.
Really? Bravo.
If you send me the paper, I could.
Davide.
Davide.
Nama, the problem is that the operator in Bangladesh is doing this.
Yes.
Okay.
But,
I am sending you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So, an experience. So the disaster has needs a reflection and new project able to learn from experience, learning from such an experience that brought us until this point, an experience that has involved us as individuals, as part of a family group, part of a community, part of a global world, included in a very complex relational system based mainly on a shape, on a way of being together, which is win-lose, lose-win, defined by the economical modern neoliberalist, characterized by a diffused and authorized rivalry with no limits. Human needs to connected to when we talk about human need, we talk about resonance, relations, and the reciprocal recognition as the psychological studies in general and the neuroscientists, the neuroscientific of the Centro dell'Università di Parma, of Parma University, are not taken into consideration from economical policies in the way they are proposed, accepted, and realized. I mean that human beings are not machines, are human beings, and this place in Parma that I have. Ecco, stop qui.
Can you all see that?
More or less, more or less.
Yes, sir. We can see this. Please zoom
Yes, we can see.
screen.
Please
Allora.
zoom the screen.
Little bit zoom. Little bit zoom.
I cannot.
Okay.
I cannot read. It is too small.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Better.
I cannot see anything.
Black screen.
We cannot see anything. It is so black.
1 second. Nothing else. This one. Ok. Ok.
Sì, è sempre piccolo, ma insomma facciamo come si può, eh? Allora, ok, qua si parla, here you can see the mirror and the game theory. Game theory is the theory that was spoken by John Nash. John Nash was a mathematician, and he was basically, he was saying that the general conflict, basic conflict between people can be solved in 4 ways. One is you lose and I win, or I lose and you win, in the sense, and in normally is called win, lose, lose, win. And this corresponds to the neoliberalism perspective. Another aspect I want you to know is that economy derives from Greek oikos nomos, that means the rule of the family home. So the oikos nomos is something that we learn from the very beginning. When mama brings the chicken on the table, and there are 5 children, and the chicken only has 2 legs, and everybody wants to have the legs, how do you manage? Just to make an example, a very basic example. Okay, so win, lose, lose, win means that the two subjects are in a rival situation, and it is how it works now. Some win, some lose. Those who lose are put outside the society, and those who win are going winning more and more and more. Or the solution of the basic conflict that exists. One moment. Pronto? Chiedo scusa, sono in comunicazione con il Bangladesh. Appena ho finito richiamo. Grazie, ciao. Okay, so here we have, so the other possibility, we are talking about a basic conflict that exists because we are more than one person in the world. The other is lose-lose, everybody lose the war. Or for another possibility is win-win, means that the implication of this expression is that all of human beings have the right to exist, and all human beings have to negotiate one another, how to overcome the situation, how to manage in a way that all can exist in the world without any killing of anybody. This is the idea. Okay, so and there are also much better. Thank you, bravo. But now you have to go further.
Down.
Okay. Andiamo. Ecco. So now we also have to do with we have to reflect on the relational system so that we can generate around us, and we could develop the need of closeness and cooperation that are needed between human beings. And there are studies made by Parma University about mirror neurons. Neurologists have seen that human beings learn from each other automatically through neurons, independently from your will. And this is a process that starts with the mama when the child is very, very small. And this process is basic for the health of the individuals and of the community, of the family and the community. However, this event of coronavirus has been a real opportunity in some way that has shown from alive a kind of relational system on which we have to reflect, both for the needs that has expressed and for the resources that has put in place as well. A kind of resonance that a lot of people have taken have been involved themselves. In Italy, for example, many doctors, a lot of attention has paid by, no, basta, fermo.
Sorry.
Fermo. Lot of doctors have given their lives, unfortunately, also for this. Means that a lot of generosity, a lot of mirroring towards human being as you are. And this is something that is very, very important, very valuable. Okay, so a kind of resonance and identification on each other, a kind of recognition of a closeness of species, the same human species, a kind of solidarity, very, very, very strong, even in the absence of the physical contact. Now, a lot of these conferences made like we do, and there is the atmosphere that you can breathe in this situation is particularly sweet, is particularly close. I have made conferences with a group of an international association based in London, and we were 200 people all over the world. It was something impressive because we were physically distant, but on the screen we were very close. We could see our emotions in our faces, and this is very, very important. So that means that there is a resonance that is very important to develop among human beings. So very aspects have been put into evidence for identification amongst human beings, up to the recognition of a global society included in the experience. The figure, sorry, can you andare per favore?
Yes,
Ecco, Davide. Ecco, the figure that is here down shows the mechanism of the construction of the psyche and of the mind, starting from the aggregation, from early aggregations, means the individual and the family, and for the creation of the basic of the psyche, up to the representation of a global world in which each of us can be part of, as we do. I also want to tell you one thing. You know that now we can communicate in this way, which is fantastic. Huh? So each of us is an individual, was born from that mama, that was part of that family, that was part of that group of friends and group of school, group of the community and the global society. This is the structure in which each of us live. And so each of us is the fruit of all this intertwining, and this is something very, very, very special and very fascinating, imagining all this. But I also want to tell you about the global society. Have you heard about Guillermo Marconi? Hello?
No, ma'am. I am hearing about him for first time.
Never heard? Marconi. Okay. So Guillermo Marconi was living in front of me here, where I live in Bologna, and he was the one who discovered the wireless communication, was the one who changed in some way the world in this way. Then his discovery was taken by Bell, who generated the phone, the telephone, but he was the one who discovered the wireless communication. That's why the airport in Bologna is dedicated to him, Guillermo Marconi, because his discovery was something very special. But the wireless communication was discovered here. And one day that you come to Bologna, I will show you. Okay? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Now I understand who is Marconi you are talking about. Yeah, we all heard about him.
Yes,
you have heard of him. Okay, so
Yes,
Guillermo
madam.
Marconi was the one who discovered the wireless communication. When we will meet tomorrow, next time, I will show you also Marconi home. Okay. So it is through this system of aggregation that you generate this intrapsychic dynamism of each individual that this way should be considered just to give him the will to how to be and what to choose to be. I mean that each of us is created through, is generated through this system, relational system. And so each of us can choose something of this story. The relational dynamism in the groups will be crucial for the construction of the psyche from the healthy or non-healthy structure of the mind of the person, exposed to specific relational shapes that will be as more influential for the construction of the mind of the psyche, as more precocious they will be. The dynamism that will create, or that the dynamism to which people will be exposed. So let us say that if in our family, that is a group, the relational system is win-lose, lose-win, means that someone will be put aside. And this is how to generate psychological problems. While the family typically should be managed in a win-win way, saying that there should be place recognized by the whole family for each of the family. The other way is that of the scapegoat. Scapegoat situation, win-lose, lose-win, is something that generates mental illness. And if you refer this kind of dynamism to society, you see that there is a part of the society that is in and part of the society that is excluded. And these are the scapegoat of the society. Okay, let us go on. Lose-win will be, aspetta.
Sorry.
Okay, as more win-win, ok, I think I have said what I wanted.
Okay.
Questo è il frutto degli studi, andiamo avanti. This is the fruit of the studies developed in this area, and also the studies on deviancy and marginality show the importance of the family conditions, the group of the family, and not only for the realization of for the creation of pathological situation. So psychopathology then can go back from the family to the social context, or the social context can be generator of psychopathologies as well. This experience of coronavirus has been an opportunity of knowledge really extraordinary, unfortunately at a very high cost. And it is also for this reason that we have the duty to make the best of what of what we have seen and known. I think in some way I see this as a duty that we have. I beg your pardon, Alessandra, sto parlando col Bangladesh, faccio una lezione in Bangladesh. Ti chiamo subito dopo, sì, grazie. Sorry. Okay. Crisis will be overcome as more as we will be able to transform this in the opportunity to correct what in the world does not work for human being and
its inhabitants.
Inhabitants, exactly. Grazie. The medical aspect has been very important and basic, of course, also because it has put into discussion the possibility that the human gender could finish, and this fear has activated the will of the species to resist. On this, the community, scientific community, competent scientific community will do, of course, will work in this sense to find a way to help and to care the problem. But what we have seen and known must be seen and understood also through the relational system from which has derived and that has activated. A psychic suffering, a diffused psychic, I don't know in your country, I would be very interested in knowing in Bangladesh what happened. I can talk about what I have seen from this observatory, Bologna, Italy. Europe, let us say. A psychic, yes, because Europe has been taken, has been put in the under great pressure. A psychic suffering diffused has taken place in the mind of the people that have developed several depressive forms, so important, as well as paranoid feeling. Paranoid means persecutory feelings. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, after you will ask me.
Yes,
And,
I do understand.
thank you. Finding in the other people the possible untori, come si chiama? Come si dice, Davide?
The spreader of the virus.
Exactly.
Possible spreaders.
Yes, looking at the other human being, like me, as possible spreader of the virus. So possible enemies, again. Andiamo por su. In spite of that, in spite of that, the way of helping and solidarity have been really, really big. Very imponent, si può dire, Davide? Very
impressive.
important. Very impressive, yes. From this experience, however, we may confirm that a kind of economy so structured cannot work. Which fragility has shown and what and from where we should start a reflection for a better future, for a more desirable co-living, convivenza, non so, like which elements we cannot, we have to keep and which element we should modify. These are questions that we should give answer to imagine and create a world starting from what we have experienced with the coronavirus event. This is some of the duty I'm asking you to develop with your own creativity, your own idea. So what not? Here, the issue is not easy because exist some economical rules that probably will be difficult to put aside without having made a deep reflection and consequent actions. However, we could start from finding what that shouldn't be possible and accepted anymore at a worldwide level and personally at the same time. When I say worldwide and I say personally, means that we talk about worldwide, but we are implied in spite of everything because of all this communication system as we are talking about. We have understood, in fact, that phenomenon that we have to take care of cannot exclude the global connection that we have seen to be at the basis of our co-living, present co-living of us as individuals. So the connection, the sequence starts from the individual, goes to the global and goes back. This is very important to be understood. The territorial boundaries are more than superably overcoming, si dice? Can be overcome. Can be overcome. Maybe they do not exist anymore in their essence, and certainly they can be crossed by events like pollution and phenomena that imply the contact with the nature that is not organized through political boundaries, but natural, and so that responsibility belongs to everybody. Andiamo pure avanti. Greta Thunberg, I know. Do you know Greta Thunberg? No, nobody knows Greta Thunberg.
Yes, we all know.
So if you do not know, please go and have a look. You look in the website. Greta Thunberg is a young girl from Sweden.
Yes,
that
we know.
has, you know now, Nahim bin Momen Yes.
Yes, I know. She's from Switzerland.
She's from?
Switzerland.
From?
Or Sweden, Sweden maybe.
Yes.
Sweden,
Yes,
Sweden.
Sweden,
She's
yes.
from
She's
Sweden.
a
Yes,
social activist, environmentalist.
Yes, exactly. And she's, I think, she has more or less your age. Well, in fact, if we talk about
she's
age, well,
younger than us.
Yeah, we will talk about that later. Anyhow, this is also very important. And the studies on pollution and the violence against nature are object of attention now since many years. Studies not listened to so much that now we are facing a conflict that it is absurd. In Italy, we have a factory where they make steel, acciaio steel, vero? Where the people have to choose whether to have food for existing or work or get polluted or poisoned. Is it possible? Does it make a sense? It is something impossible. Migrations, another point. The great amount of migrants come from Africa. Africa has been literally devastated by the economical invasion of Europe and now also by China. They were rich in gold, in a lot of things. I make an example, very simple and maybe stupid. I went to Ghana, and Ghana produces cacao, chocolate, cacao, seeds of chocolate. Can you find a factory made by Ghanaian person that produces chocolate? No, they are Dutch, they are English, they are French, but they are not from Ghana. Means that they have been stolen. Is it acceptable that economic situation of this kind, of this violence, can go on? I think no. This is not economy. This is, sorry, maybe I'm a little bit too hot, but this is not economy. This is delinquency, a delinquency implicit and accepted in the economical model. We may try to change in some way a scheme of this kind, where few get the resources of the whole country that is totally abused. And the consequences of this violence go around in the world, on charge of everybody else, on all the others, in an absurd way. When you see a lot of these poor people that are going away from Africa because they do not find work over there, but they go in Europe, they come, and they are treated not very well. This is something that, in my opinion, is unacceptable. It should be done in a win-win situation, not in this horrible way where these people are treated really, really badly. Anyhow, the delocalization. This has to do with Bangladesh as well. The production realized in country where workers are exploited in an incredible way. I spoke about the so-called delocalization through which the voracity of the entrepreneur becomes delinquent. We know story in which hundreds of people are totally exploited, and they have, I'm talking about Rana Plaza, they have lost their life for a total lack of attention to the problem of security on work, just to keep at the moment, at the minimum, the expensive for the production, looking, facing earning very big, obtained in particular by the fashion producer. Armani, Benetton, they pay nothing in your country, but they want a lot of money here. If you want to, but these are symbol status symbol. And so those stupid people that want to show what they are not, they buy this. So people imagine that they have money to spend, all this kind of stuff. All the system of the status symbol. Anyhow, I imagine you know about Rana Plaza, where many people have lost their lives, and your country is exploited in some way in front of these terrible these terrible things that are that are sold in the Western world. And now with all this story, these fashion people have the courage to speak about the new fashions on the newspaper here. And I am really astonished about that. A justification related to this observation, to these observations, stands on the fact that in this way women become able to produce resources also as element of awareness of their capabilities. And I am referring here to Amartya Sen. But you don't need to die for that. Of course, you should be able to produce and to be in the productive process, but without risking your life. This is the point. These are the first reflections that I can collect, because I want to put into evidence the violence of an economical model built only for few people able to exploit and avoiding an emotional resonance with their human being, and to prevaricarli, come si dice, Davide,
and to go over their emotion, their feelings without
shame.
Shame.
So another point is special categories. With this expression I refer, in this story of the coronavirus, there has been a point related to elder people. I'm part of this. I fortunately feel very well, but there has been a situation where elder people have been put, culturally speaking, I think it's something impossible, but culturally speaking, they have been put in places to collect these elder people and to take away the burden of elder people from the son, from the daughters, from the next generation. And they have died, in hundreds of them have died, because they were not taken care in a good way. So this, the point is, when a person cannot produce anymore, can disappear, because they are only a weight for the society and for the pension system. In this way, and this has been in some way, not in an officially said way, of course, you cannot say that openly, but the fact, a lot of them have died because of the length, because of the what can I say, because of the lack of attention paid to them. Anyhow, so a kind of exclusion
from the interest of Italian institution.
Exactly,
and social organization. Yeah.
Exactly. You can see in the Bronx, people, homeless people have died, all of them. They have been put in common, come si dice, nelle fosse comuni, I don't know how to say that.
Mass graves.
Bravo, in mass graves, and that's all, because they are not, they have no value, and this is very, very heavy. Possiamo andare avanti?
Sì.
I want to say that because this story of the virus, you have a dog somewhere, this story of the virus has developed the different attitude of the different cultures, of the different political aspects. What is that? What is going on? What is going on? Anyhow, okay, so what to do? It's not easy to imagine how to proceed in such a difficult moment for humanity, and that brings to into evidence elements that they are now consolidated and given as granted and natural. How to apply these reflections to our reality after the pandemic, and how and what and how to propose as an innovative project and able to repair the present situation. How can we overcome the situation? This is the point. What can we propose? What can we develop in our mind? Which contribution we can give? We have to take, to start again the dialogue between all the components in place, without forgetting which could be the psychological and relational consequences of the processes that could be put in place. This is very important. When you put in place a process, you have to imagine that this process affects the individuals and the society altogether. And this is very important. And this is very important to understand this process. Human being, good or bad, naturally. So somebody say, but human beings are bad naturally. The others say, no, it's good. Human being is good. This is an old story that we call chicken hen story. Means that does not mean any sense.
The chicken and egg.
Chicken and hen, exactly. Observation on deviancy and marginality speaks. I've worked a lot with people in prison and so and I've seen that if I had been in their place, I would have done something very similar. Means that the conditions from which you start with are basic to be able to overcome situation or whatever. Anyhow, the conditions, the life conditions, have a great importance in the creation of these phenomenon. I'm talking about deviance and marginality. This is something that is at the center of our commitment to generate conditions of living, rule of the family home, and oikos nomos, where everybody, both as a personal contribution and as an exchange in the co-living, could offer the best for himself, for us, for the others, similar to him. In agreement with John Nash, we should find a win-win solution to live together. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Should I stop the condivision?
Sorry?
Should I stop showing the document?
Yes, I don't know, because we have to ask the director.
No, I am the one who is showing it.
Ah, ok, va bene. Allora adesso, ok, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Saifullah Khalid.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to have your reaction to what I've spoken about. If you would like, of course, you are not obliged, but I would like.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have a question that you are saying about that old people or elder people that are being not properly under maintenance. I mean, they are not getting properly care. So actually, how did it happen? I mean, you have said that about that elder people who are died in this
Well, I don't know whether it happened somewhere else. It happened in Italy. In Italy, the habit is that when you have around 70 more or less, you have finished to be present in the production system. You are unable to stay alone in your home, and so your family puts you in a kind of come si dice, Guarzani, in a kind of
retirement home.
Sorry? Retirement home, exactly. And these people in these retirement homes have died in numbers of hundreds of them, because the retirement home do not mind these people. They do not take care of them, and the son and the family as well, because they have put them away just not to be annoyed by them. They do not mind, and they have been left alone, and they have died. Hundreds of them. They have been contaminated and died.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Yes. I don't know how you deal with elder people in your country. I don't know whether you put them aside. But I don't know why it is not possible. Well, in Norway, I can give you an example. In Norway, you have to imagine that the state buildings are organized in this way. little houses with 3 floors, 1 floor for each generation. So the 3 generations that normally can live together are living in the same building, and they can share. So the younger will learn from the elder, and the elder will learn from the younger. And there will be a situation, a virtuous circle of exchange of knowledge, affection, whatever. And this becomes something very important, in my opinion. And this happens in Norway, which is a Nordic country. Does not happen, as far as I know, in other places. And this exclusion of elder people is something that is, in my opinion, unacceptable.
And elder people got much harmed in this situation, in this COVID-19 situation.
They died in incredible numbers.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, how is the current situation on your country, ma'am?
Sorry, say it again.
How is the current situation on your country, madam?
How is the time?
Com'è la situazione attualmente per il coronavirus?
The present situation is that we have been compelled to stay at home until the 4th of May. On the 4th of May, we can move a little bit more, to go out, to take food, to do several things like that. And from the point of view of the numbers, I am sorry I do not have here, but I can let you know for the future. And it is in some way it is stopping a little bit. It is diminishing a little bit. The situation is going to become a little better.
Okay, ma'am. In our country, our Prime Minister has been announced that all the academical institutions will be off till the September month.
Well, academic means university, or you mean school?
School, colleges, universities, all.
So Sheikh Hasina decided to
close
Sheikh Hasina.
Yes, ma'am.
Close all.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina turned off all the colleges and universities, and they are now taking online classes.
They are not taking?
They are now taking online classes. Online
lectures, sure. As we do, sure.
Yeah, the same. I have the number for, we have 100,000 of cases with 26,000 dead, and the virus was pretty big some time ago, and we went into quarantine, and right now it's starting to go down, so we're kind of starting to open up a bit.
Bravo, very good.
That's the good news.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But fact is, in Bangladesh, it will get more worst.
Yeah, sadly, I'm sad for that.
Sorry, say it again.
It will get worse in Bangladesh day by day.
Why?
Because, ma'am, here people are not very much concerned of the effect of this virus. They are hanging around. They are doing marketings. I mean, they are not very much concerned of this virus.
But I think there is another aspect, if I am not wrong. In Italy, especially in our region, we have a very good come si dice, sistema sanitario, healthcare system, public health care system is very good in our region. In Italy in general is not bad, and in our region in particular. And this aspect of the national health system is basic for this kind of events. You understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. We understand. Actually, ma'am, Italy is far ahead of technology in medical terms, where Bangladesh is far behind.
Okay, so this will be a problem. This will be a problem, because if you do not have the credit card in your pocket, nobody will take care of you. Is it the case? Like in America?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, Actually, we are far behind in medical technologies, ma'am.
This should be implemented. This should be, for example, something to develop. Just to make an example, in America is happening exactly the same in a sense, because people, as I told you, people in the Bronx who are homeless people have been killed by the virus, and as a consequence, they have not even buried in a proper way. They have been burned, finito, powder, finito.
Yes, ma'am.
And they do not have, in America, they do not have public health. And I think this is, in my opinion, this is a point of civilization.
Ma'am, do you think that what Donald Trump is doing is right? He is trying to open up the whole country during this pandemic.
Well, you are asking me whether I think that Trump is doing something okay? I don't understand. What is your question? Which is your question?
My question is that Trump is opening up the country during this pandemic. Is it okay or not?
I don't know exactly about this, because we have seen that wherever the situation has been under control, something has been achieved, some better situation. So according to this idea, of course, I don't think it is a good idea what he's doing. But I myself, I think that I am amazed about the fact that American people have chosen a person like Trump. Sorry, excuse me, I express myself in this sense. And the same for the British people. Anyhow, this is my point of view, of course.
Actually, ma'am, in my opinion, I think we have that much money or fund that we can do a lot better in medical field, but the fact is the corruption, the political corruption has made us too much worst.
Could you develop something, let us say, privately, but as a, come si dice, as a business dedicated to social problems?
I really don't know, ma'am. I think it could be done, but I don't know if it's going for a sure. I mean, it can.
For example, asking help to the World, il Coso Mondiale della Sanità, come si chiama?
World Health Organization.
Ecco, World Health Organization. And generate a cooperation with them, something like that. I don't know. We can find.
We also got help. We also got help from China at the peak of the virus. So maybe also between countries can help each other.
Okay.
This is also good. But trying to, just due to the quality of this international and global phenomenon, probably could be done to ask the international bodies to give an help or to create something with them. Remember that you have to prepare something, eh? You have to prepare something for the next, in 3 days' time, very shortly.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. Now, I'm talking that is, if you divide the team accordingly, and every team should get a business study student, so that we are not like computer science, software engineering department can get help about social business.
Non ho capito, Davide, I didn't understand,
Da quel-
sorry.
diceva che probabilmente ogni gruppo dovrebbe avere un ragazzo che fa economia, così, così chi fa magari computer science, eccetera, può essere aiutato in quell'aspetto, visto che comunque riguarda fondamentalmente quello.
Try to generate the way you create the group now could take into account also this aspect. Try to create the groups in a way that, or you can help each other.
Siam, it will be better if we made our team own, because we know that who are studying in which department, so it will be better that we make that group, I think.
Sure, you will make the group, sure. You talk to Mr. Kazemizu and he knows how to help, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am.
This could be, I'm sure that you have, you may develop interesting and original ideas. Let us see, let us see.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, of course, better than I do what happens in Bangladesh. There you may choose whether to fit on the Bangladeshi reality or something else. I don't know. This is up to you to decide.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you thinking?
Yes, ma'am. According to all these aspects, I am thinking about what could be the better idea.
Sure, I imagine.
Ma'am, will you give us some example of how to turning the crisis into opportunity?
I did not get. Ha capito, Davide, cosa hai detto?
Some examples that maybe you thought about on how to turn this situation into opportunity.
I don't know.
Actually, madam or ma'am said us all these things that are the situations in worldwide, and we are the one who will make or create such ideas to diminish this crisis, I think.
It's not easy. I'm not saying it is easy. Huh? It is not easy at all. It is something.
Yes, ma'am. We will try our best.
What can I tell you one thing that I do whenever I come to Bangladesh 17 times. I hope I will come back again because I like Bangladesh, as I told you. You know what I do when I come to Bangladesh, or what I have on top of me, jacket, skirt, whatever. I come to Bangladesh. As soon as I come, I go to a shop to buy some silk, and I go to the, come si chiamano I sarti? I go to
tailor.
To the tailor, exactly, and I ask them to make me dresses. I take some models that I have bought here in Italy, and I will ask him to copy them. So in doing so, I give some job, some work to this person, and I'm not exploited by the other side. You understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Very simple and very banal example, just to, and I don't know, could be imagined something also in this sense. I don't know. It's not easy. I agree with you. It's not easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Tell me.
ma'am.
You wanted to say something?
No, ma'am.
Actually, she appreciated our opinion.
Ah, okay. This is.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I could not
So,
understand.
if anyone have any questions, please ask.
Ma'am, while browsing the internet, I have learned that you have published a book about the other side of the coin.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell us about your book and the story behind the publication of that book?
I can even tell you another thing. I have published, the last book I have published is another one. It is Ideal Town. Wait a minute, I will show you.
Ma'am, don't get it.
The ideal town. The ideal town between the ideal town. It is another one. It's the last one. The ideal town between psychology, neuroscience, and economics, looking for a win-win formula of sharing our lives.
Wow.
I've spoken to you.
Wow, ma'am, but actually in the internet, I didn't see your book. I just
You have seen the other one. Yeah, sure.
The other one. Yeah.
Now, the other one is based on a reflection on the psychological aspect of microcredit. Microcredit is a clever idea, but there are some aspects which have to do with the psychological side that are not that have not been developed or spoken about because of our cultural differences, I imagine. But anyhow, what is important to me is to understand the psychological consequences of our living together, of oikos nomos, as I told you. So I started with that book that you are mentioning, taking inspiration from microcredit. And now in this book, I'm talking about the need for a human being to find a win-win solution about our way of living. That's why, because normally people say, no, it is impossible, this is a utopia, this is, no, you have to take into account this possibility and imagine how to do that. You have to think how to do that. For example, this thing that I told you about the fact that when I come to Bangladesh, I always go to a tailor who makes the dresses for me. It is a way to solve this problem of giving work to people that do not have actually maybe so much. And so I pay for the work they do. I pay a normal payment. I do not give the money to Armani. This is the point. I give the money to the person who makes the job. And I'm not exploited by the fashion system. You understand what I mean? This is a win-win solution. I spend less, he gains more.
We have to overcome territorial boundaries. That's what you're talking about.
Sorry, say it again.
Ma'am, in this process, you have overcome the territorial boundaries of countries.
Davide ha capito?
In questo esempio è un esempio che va oltre i confini territoriali.
Sì, yes, ma when I speak about win-win, does not mean that we have to stay inside the land boundaries. We can share between different boundaries and different areas, but the way we share is the critical aspect. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, ma'am, I do. Thank you, ma'am.
The idea is whether I have an exploiting attitude, or a sharing attitude. You can be helpful for me, I can be helpful for you, but for this reason, we do not need to exploit each other. We just can exchange, full stop. Ah, dear boys, how do you feel? How do you feel?
Actually, ma'am, we are staying at home since last month, so you know.
Yes, but how do you feel
bored.
inside yourself, thinking of these things?
We think that we should create some good ideas that can help a lot of people.
See.
Yes,
And I think
our surrounding, ma'am. Saifullah Khalid was talking about.
I beg your pardon?
Saifullah Khalid, start talking.
I said that I think we should create some good ideas that can help people in this crisis moment. We need to take some leisure time, we need to think deeply, and we have to create some good ideas.
Sì, dai, bravo. Exactly. This is what you have to do.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's not banal. It's not easy, huh? But can be interesting.
It's a difficult task for us.
Yes,
and
you are
for
right.
our other peoples.
You are right. It's not easy. Not easy at all. But maybe we start thinking. Maybe we do not find the solution now, but we start putting in place a way of thinking.
Yes, ma'am, yes. So, does anyone have any questions about what ma'am said? Anyone?
We still have 5 minutes, isn't it? More or less.
No, I have no question.
But you have a gun. You have no question, but you have a gun.
Actually, I want to add one point because as we have discussed yesterday night, that you people, you have to think about the business idea to recover or to solve, to minimize the difficulties of the people of the country who are facing difficulties about for coronavirus. So this business idea should be through social business concept. Your business idea should be go through social business concept. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, okay.
The idea is to try to go through business, but with the idea not to exploit, but to create, to generate.
Yes, ma'am. The idea is to create social business during this pandemic that can help our surroundings peoples.
Exactly. For example, sure. Bravo. Very good. You are right.
I think at first we realize the situation in our country, then at first we think about our country, then when it can be appreciable, then we can think of worldwide for the other people too. At first we have to justify that if our ideas are good or bad.
Okay, you start. Sure. Each country, of course, has to think given those circumstances. Each country starts with some circumstances. And of course, you have to understand where these circumstances are. Sure. So, is it rainy season for you now?
It's kinda rainy season, ma'am, because
Yeah.
here we are facing some rainy weather. Uh, it's raining sometimes, but today it's quite clear. But yesterday there was raining. It was raining yesterday at night.
But is there
Cloudy.
any evidence? Is there any evidence that the rainy season is better or worse for the coronavirus?
Actually, I think this is better. I think when it's rain, it clears the street, it clears the obstacles, buildings. So I think, and the people stay at home. That's a good sign.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's actually a summer season in our country, but the sky is kind of cloudy.
Sorry, I did not understand what you said.
Ma'am, it's
It's
actually
sunny
summer
season.
season. But
Cosa ha detto? Davide, cosa ha detto?
It's summer season, but it's kind of cloudy right now in Dhaka because.
Ah, ok. Va bene. So, Casimiso, I recognize you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, I can see you.
Yeah, so it was a wonderful session. Okay, so if you allow, right now we can take the introduction of each participant. If you allow, it's just like ice breaking.
Sorry, I did not understand what you said.
Okay, can we take introduction from each participant of this event?
Can we take what?
Take introduction, self-introduction, like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So that we can understand each other like that.
So, is it... Davide, hai capito? Per favore, mi aiuti.
I think maybe we can make introduction for an icebreaker. Is that what?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. We can make some introduction session for all the participants. That will be work as the ice-breaking session for all the participants. Thank you.
So we can ask their self-introduction like that. Okay.
No, non sto capendo niente.
Una sezione.
Okay, let's start. Yeah, so from David, you can start from yourself.
Me.
Yes, from.
Ok. Praticamente se facciamo una sessione di introduzione ciascun altro per rompere il ghiaccio, diceva.
Cosa vuol dire a ciascun altro?
Introdurre noi stessi.
Ah, you want us to introduce ourselves?
Yes.
Ah,
that's perfect.
I think I already said. Faccia lei, Davide, poi dopo faccio io.
Okay, I am Davide. I live in Bologna with the professor Luisa, but I study psychology in Parma, the place on the presentation where they're studying the mirror neurons there. And that's pretty much me. I'm a psychology student, and I'm working right now to complete my studies for the professor, because to graduate I need an amount of hour of practice. And
okay,
that's great.
That's great. Good to hear about you.
Okay, very nice meeting you. Now we are going to the next participant, Mr. Talukdar. So you can introduce yourself. Talukdar, yes.
Thank you so much, sir. This is Akanto Talukdar, and I'm the student of textile engineering at Daffodil International University. So that's it.
That's great. Okay, nice meeting you. Now, Miss Arifin Akhtar, go ahead.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm Arfin Akhtar. I'm studying textile engineering in Daffodil International University.
Okay, that's great. Now we're moving to Fatima to Johra Mim. So go ahead.
Hello, Professor. This is Fatima Tusaurami. I'm a student of Daffodil International University, currently studying in business administration.
In what? What is the studying?
Business administration.
BBA.
Ah, okay, fantastic. So you can help in making the business plan. Fantastic.
Yes, of course.
Yes, Professor.
Okay, and now,
Brava.
now
Very
we are
good.
going to Hafsa Ahmed.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Hafsa. I'm a student of the I'm student of Daffodil International University at Business Administration.
Fantastic.
Okay, great.
Fantastic.
Now,
Thank you, ma'am.
Brava.
So, Mahfouz Islam, are you here?
I'm Mahfouz Islam, student of Department of Textile Engineering, Daffodil International University, and also a member of Social Business Students Forum. Thank you.
Capito? Davide, ha capito cosa ha detto?
Is a member of the
Okay,
social.
Yeah. Social Business Student Forum. So you know, we have a forum who are working on the social business movement here in Bangladesh.
Fantastic.
And actually, we are closely working with the UNO Center, you know, the Social Business Student Forum.
Sure. Of course, social business philosophy is included in this way of thinking. Of course.
Yeah, thank you. Now we are going to, Maisha Mahmood.
Your?
Yeah, are you here? Yes, go ahead, Maisha Mahmood. Hello. Maisha, are you here? Maisha here.
Dov'è la Maisha?
Yeah. I cannot hear you. Maisha, we cannot.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Look at the face. Hello. Look at the face of Maisha.
Okay, I'm on my headphone, so that's why you couldn't hear me, I think. So I'm Maisha Mahmood, and I'm from English department.
Okay.
Okay.
So your study is language.
English literature, yes. Thank.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you. Now, Kafil bin Islam. I'll know.
Yeah, I have already.
Okay, go ahead.
I have already had my introduction with ma'am yesterday night, and also telling that I'm MD Kafil bin Islam, and I am a student from some computer science and engineering, and also working as a student associate in international affairs of Daffodil International University, and also working and contributing as a president of Social Business Students Program.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Of course, you can understand, I have not mentioned officially social business, but it is implicit in all what I have said.
Yes.
So it is obvious that when I say that the reason for the business shouldn't be profit, but the solution of problems, I'm talking about social business, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. We are going to Mr. Saifullah Khalid. So,
now?
Are you here?
Sorry.
Now, Saifullah Khalid.
Yes. My name is Muhammad Saifullah Khalid. I am a student of Computer Science and Engineering Department, and I am also a member of Social Business Students Forum. Thank you, ma'am.
Fantastic. So you have, as a university, a social business forum?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's
very good.
Okay, now we are moving to Mr. Sarwar Karim. Go ahead.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Sarwar Korim.
Where is it? Here.
I'm from Daffodil International University, studying Bachelor of Business Administration.
Fantastico. Nice to see you.
That's it. Now Mehfuz Ahmed. So are you there, Mahfuz? Mehfuz, yeah. Hossein, Mehfuz.
Hi,
Hossein,
ma'am.
yeah.
My name is Mehfuz Hossein Isha. I'm.
Ciao. Hello.
I'm.
You have a lot of fruit behind you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a student from Business Administration Department, and I'm a general member of Social Business Student Forum.
Fantastico. Bravo. Very good. Very, very good.
Okay, now we are moving to Nahin bin Momen.
Hello, ma'am. It's Nahin bin Momen.
Yeah.
I'm studying in Textile Department, and I'm also a member of Social Business Students Forum.
But I have known a person who was named Bin Momen, an elder person than you. Maybe he was your father, or he's your father, or something like that. In the field of, era un, come si dice? Ah, come si chiamano quelli che, non mi viene adesso la parola, dai, sono quelli che rappresentano un paese in un altro, come si chiamano? Diplomat.
Diplomats.
Yeah.
Do you have a relative who is a
you.
diplomat?
Yeah,
No, ma'am. I don't have any.
Never mind. The same name.
Okay, thank
Bin
you.
Moment was the same. Era il diplomatico from Bangladesh and Italy. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ambassador.
Now we are moving. Yeah, Rezaun Islam Siam.
Okay. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Siam.
Actually, I am Rezaun Siam. I am studying Computer Science and Engineering at Daffodil International University, and now I am currently engaged as a Public Relations Secretary of Social Business Student Forum.
Hello. Very good. All of you, you are
Thank you, ma'am.
fantastic. You are fantastic. Bravi, bravi, bravi.
Thank you. Now, Nibid. Mr. Nibid, are you here?
Kazi, you
Hello, ma'am.
You always
Ridwanul Haq Nivir.
Sorry?
Hello, ma'am. I am Ridwanul Haq Nivir. And I am an undergraduate student. I am from Business Department. And also, I am a graphics designer of Social Business Student Forum.
Bravo. Very good. This is very good. I'm very happy to see that you are many from the social business idea. Of course, this is very good. This is, I'm sure this is your future, your hope. You're very good. Bravi, 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 bravi.
Thank you.
Okay, now Sabir Ahmed. So, you can
Hello,
go
ma'am.
ahead.
Sabir Ahmed.
I am Sabir Ahmed. I'm studying at Business Administration at Daffodil International University.
Bravo, bravo. Very good.
I am an executive member of Social Business and Student Forum.
Benissimo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Now we are moving to Sogir Mahmoud, Sifat.
Sorry?
Sifat.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I'm Sagir Mahmoud Sifat.
Hello?
I'm studying at Daffodil International University. Ji, ma'am. I'm studying at Daffodil International University on Computer Science and Engineering Department.
Bravo, bravissimo, very good. Very, very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now moving to Swapnil.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Swapnil Akash. I have been studying Daffodil International University, Department of Pharmacy, 3rd year. Besides, I have been working as a volunteer in many organizations. Like currently, I have been working as an executive member of Bangladesh Scout Air Region. Thank you.
Bene, bravo. Bravo. Why you were See?
Actually, he's in his hand there is the weapon, bolt action rifles that actually shows the independence of our country. You know, red and green. Red means blood, and the green is actually our country's flagship color.
Davide ha capito qualcosa? No? Al momento.
No, no, sorry.
No, non ha capito niente neanche io. Okay.
Anybody else? I think I finished. So anybody else? Anyone left?
Hello? Yes, I'm.
Okay, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Tisha.
Yes. Hello, ma'am.
No face of Tisha. Okay.
Okay, Tisha, go ahead.
I'm here, ma'am. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Here you are. Tisha.
Hello, I'm myself, Fahmida Hussain Tisha. My nickname is Tisha. I'm a student of Bachelor in Business Administration in Daffodil International University in permanent campus. Besides my studies, I am working in a newspaper as a desk reporter. And I am also a general member of the Social Business Student Forum. That's it. Thank you.
Bene, bene.
Thank you.
Who are part of the Social Business Student Forum.
So So most of them they are from Social Business Student Forum. Yeah. So I think I almost finished. No one left. Now go ahead for next quote. So we can. Okay. So now, Madam Luisa.
Tell me.
Brunori.
Presente. I'm here. What do I have to say? Okay. What do you want me to say?
Yeah. Okay. So I think you have given the necessary guidelines. The meeting here, I think the 50 participants, they will form 3 groups. Group will contain 5 members, and they will develop idea, like a business idea,
Exactly.
So whatever you can do it, you can develop an idea to solve a particular
social and possibly inspired by social business system.
Yes, social business idea problem, and it could be general business idea as well. Okay, so
sure.
You can stay with your comfort zone, no problem. Okay. So you have to develop idea, nothing else, not like business, like not another thing. Just make it simple. Then you have
each group will their own idea, but in a proper way, means imagining concretely.
Yeah. So now you can meet. You can form a group. Then you by yourself, by using like this Google Meet or other. Then you can develop an idea. So it's your responsibility how to show the idea in the next meeting. So we may take presentation, or you can make it out your idea and it's here like that. Okay, Tisha, can you turn off your microphone? So, David, do you like to join the group?
The group for?
Yeah, do you like to join any group?
A group of...
Yeah, for ideation group.
Just one second. Mi ha chiesto se voglio unirmi a un gruppo.
A parte di un gruppo? Non lo so, perché se faccia lei, se le fa piacere, provi. Perché vuol dire mettersi in contatto con loro, un casino. Comunque veda, perché tanto loro...
Io posso pensare per la prossima volta anch'io qualcosa, eccetera, però non so se unirmi a un gruppo perché devo studiare anche per i miei esami, quindi...
Allora glielo dica che non ce la fa.
Ok. I can participate in the next meeting and maybe think about something too, but I am studying for my exams of the university, so I don't have much time. So I don't want to. I don't really have the time to join a group.
Okay. Just you will join the next meeting. Like you want to observe the whole thing. So it's like that, right? Am I right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
So will you join the next meeting?
If it can be helpful, if you guys want, yes.
Okay, that's great. And we hope you will join us and then see the progress. So we are requesting students to form a group by today, and then you can send the group list to Mr. Kafi. Then hope in next meeting we will come up with idea, and from some of your group members will present the idea in front of Professor Luisa Brunori. So that's it. It's very simple. Just make it simple, and I think simple is better. So madam.
Yes.
So any question? Any question from the participant? So
I don't know. Do they have any question to ask?
No, ma'am.
No question. So if no question, then we can. Yeah, please go ahead. Mehfooz.
No, I think if you do not have anything to ask, we can go on and we will fix our meeting for in 2 days' time, on Wednesday, isn't it? Are we going to meet on Wednesday, the same time? No, on Thursday. We meet on Thursday.
It means April 30, right? April 30, the same time.
Same time, yeah.
Same time.
Yeah. Same time, Thursday. Okay.
So same time we'll meet.
I will be listening. In that occasion, I will be listening.
Yeah. So next, the next class, madam will not speaking. Madam will listening. Madam will listening your idea. So hope to meet you. And if you don't have any question, we can conclude it right now. And hope to see you in the next meeting with idea. Hope you all will come up with fantastic idea. Then we can discuss how we can implement that idea. The making idea is a great contribution to the society. So whether you can implement it or not, but it's a contribution to making ideas. So if you cannot implement the idea, someone else can implement it. So it's a great contribution. Make a social business idea like that. So hope in the next class you will come up with very good idea. And in the meantime, you will form the group and you will discuss yourself in the group.
Okay.
So madam.
Tell me.
Madam, so if you allow, then we can conclude it. If you allow, then we can conclude it.
Sure. I think we have said all what we were supposed to say in this first meeting. So I think it's okay. The group will be created by them, unless they have already done. And we will meet next time when each group will express their project.
So each group will get like 10 minutes to present their idea, maximum.
No, more than 10 minutes. No. If we have 1 hour and a half, they will have at least 15 minutes each group and the discussion. So let us say all together.
So each group will get 15 minutes, to present your idea. So how you can present your decision. So we can conclude it. Okay, so ma'am, can we conclude it?
Yes, we can. And I want to say that I enjoyed being with you, and I'm very curious to see what you are coming up.
Yeah, same.
we also enjoy it. We also enjoy your presentation, and it's a great time with you. And we also would like to thank all the participants who connect with us. So it was a nice meeting with all of you. So thank you for your time and
thank you.